Okay, we're ready to learn a little bit more about ALEKS. When you log in, you're going to be on a page that looks like this. Start My Path does exactly that. Gets your learning path going. And here's where I would be if I were doing it right now. Maybe I don't understand what that's saying. So I click down here to explanation. And here's where you guys are, some of you are running into some problems. You're just wanting to answer questions. You're not wanting to use the opportunity to learn. And ALEKS is not set up that way. If I wanted you just to answer questions, I give you worksheets. ALEKS is set up that you take what I've taught you, whether it's a video or whether it's me, Pear Deck, however it is, when you come back to school in person, and then you go and answer questions, but you don't know the questions, so the answer. You look at the explanation. One way to do this is to take a picture of it, because then when you get back to the original problem, they're going to change the numbers on you. It won't be 2, 18, and G, but it's going to be the same idea. Here it says 2 times 8 G equals 18. They give you a picture of it. They teach you. And then they give you the answers that they're looking for. So if you took a picture of this, then you go back to more practice. And when you go back to more practice, you're like, okay, I see what they want me to do now. Will it be exact? No. But it will give you a good idea. That's called learning. That's what that's all about. But many times what I want you to do is go to menu. And there's assignments. And under assignments, you'll have everything that is closed. But then you'll have the current. This is scientific notation. And I click on that. If it was a quiz, I click on that. And there's a lot of information it tells you when you do click on it. The grading policy, best score, partial credit. If there's 2 or 3 parts to a question, they give you partial credit. Late submission. Well, final submission is October 9th. If it's after that, it's a 10% penalty. I have one of unlimited attempts. So practice, you can go on forever. And I start. Once I get started, I haven't done the tutorial yet, so that's taking me through that. Okay. Once I get started, 8 times 10 to the third. I don't know how to do that. So I go over here to explanation. Example. Either one or both. I can get an explanation for it. You will lose your current question attempt. I know that, and that's okay. So I'm going to get an explanation for it. And it's going to show me what 8 times 10 to the third means, how to write it out, how to answer it, the lesson, almost identical to the lesson I would give you if I were doing scientific notation for you. It draws the little arrows down here. This explains it exactly. Okay, I return to the question. Now they marked it wrong this time. But I get to have, that's question 1 of 2. Fill in the empty box. Okay. Continue. I'm sorry. There it is. And I do question number 2. Again, I could take a picture of that exam explanation when I'm doing this. Then I get done. After I get done, I've answered this. This would be 60,000. Check. It tells me I got it correct. Number 3. I do number 3, and it's 7.611 times 10 to the 5th. So I go ahead and check. Oh, look, I got that right. I can save for later. If something comes up and I need to do another assignment, I can save this for later and come back to it. I also can submit assignment. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. You have 4 questions unanswered. Okay, right now that's fine, because for this, I get to go back. I got a 29%. Took me 2 minutes. By the way, I see this. When you guys say you spent forever, I see how long it took you on it. I do a report or a quick retake. Quick retake means I get to go back Answer the questions again. But the ones I got right, they're not going to have me answer again. 2 and 3, I don't have to answer. Oh, there's 1. I remember what to do here. And I answer the question. I'm just not sure why we're not getting, and let's see, if I answer 5,000, let me check. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. 10 to the 4th. I got to move that decimal 4 places. That'd be 50,000. I can recheck. You have 2 shots at the same question. I got it right that time. Good. So that's when it says attempt 1 of 2. That's what it would mean. I took 1, but I can submit and come back to it. So again, I submit. Submit assignment. You guys are submitting assignments with a 43%. And you could go back and do better, which would be what learning is. And yet you sit there with a 43% and like, I'm done. I don't want to take any more time to learn. It says 2 of unlimited attempts. Now for your homework, this is true, or practice. This is true. When you take your quiz, you have 1 shot at it. But the quiz will be the same questions you saw on your homework. So if you don't take the time on your homework, then you're going to bomb the quiz. Hopefully you've seen that by now. This is what learning is. If I asked you, and if we were in class, I would, how many of you plan on going to college? 80% of you, 90% of you raise your hand. How many of you plan on having a trade, an electrician, plumber, something along that line? The rest of you, a beautician, would raise your hand. You can't do those jobs without more education, without high school and more beyond that. That means you got to learn how to learn. ALEKS allows you to do that. It's not just a worksheet that you fill in answers and, oh, well, I didn't get it right, I'm going to move on. It's not that kind of learning. So I'll stop preaching down. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. But that's how ALEKS should be used. And that's the expectation for you to use it.